I'm going to show you the most delicious way to cook eggplant, turning it into a gorgeous salad with blistered tomatoes that we roast, beautiful herbs, tahini, bejeweled with pomegranates and nuts. It is truly the most spectacular dish. Right, let me show you how to do it. So I've got my Weber Spirit on full whack. It's preheated, nice and hot. And actually what I want you to do is to blister and burn this eggplant. This is going to smoke the inside. The inside will be protected by the skin. It will be really soft and tender. It will take on that flavor. It's going to be amazing. I'm also going to take a whole bulb of garlic and put that straight on the rack here. And we're going to roast this, and that is going to go sweet and caramelly on the inside. And I'm going to put that with a beautiful yogurt base. So down with the lid. And then next up, I've got some beautiful tomatoes here. Now, I love cooking tomatoes on the vine, much better flavor. I'm going to blister these on the grills, and then I'm going to roast it in the Spirit. So on we go. By blistering these tomatoes, you're just really beginning that story of creating the sweetest tomato ever. So just get yourself a little teaspoon of honey, like that. I'm going to go in with some nice red wine vinegar and a couple of tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We'll have a little salt and pepper. And this is going to be like a little simple dressing for those tomatoes that have been blistered. Then I'll pop this back in to the Weber Spirit. So let's have a little look here. This is the beginning of amazing flavor. The beautiful thing about cooking on the Weber Spirit is you've got a lovely amount of space. These beautiful grills here, they're thick, they hold on to the temperature really nicely. What I want to show you is a nice little tip to creating actually a convection oven. So how would you do that on a barbecue? It's really, really clever. What we're going to do is take these tomatoes here and we're going to toss them in this beautiful little honey dressing. Turn the heat off here in the middle, move them around. And what I want to do is turn it from a direct grill into a convection oven. This indirect kind of method here, where this now is not going to cook from the bottom, it's going to get roasted from the top. Absolutely brilliant. I'll carry on grilling this eggplant on the Weber Spirit. So you can cook beautiful flatbreads on the Weber Spirit. They come out absolutely gorgeously. I'm going to cut this in half like that. And what I try and do is press it out as much as I can with my hand. They don't have to be round, they can be rough and ready. And then you can use flour to stop them sticking, or you can use sesame seeds. And I love the sesame seeds cooking into this dough. Amazing flavor. So I haven't used a rolling pin. I'm just using my hands, keeping it rustic. Come and have a look at this. So you can see it's just roasting beautiful in there. The tomatoes are just getting sweeter and sweeter. This eggplant is nearly there. Getting smoky. Now I'm going to take this garlic. You know the garlic's ready when it's soft. And of course that skin has protected it, but on the inside is sweet, sweet perfumed garlic. And I want to take that and just kind of fork it into some yogurt. So yogurt is fresh, tangy, and then the garlic here, just take the skin off like that. And I'm just going to squeeze it. Look at this. So that lovely sweet garlic goes into there. It's not too strong. It's really delicate. It's really mild. So then we go in with a little bit of olive oil, pinch of salt, a little lemon. You could use this as a dip, but it's a lovely base for roasted meats, grilled fish. I'm going to move these flatbreads just to one side. And these sesame seeds have almost become part of the bread. Absolutely brilliant. Look at that. Completely destroyed in a beautiful way. So now what we're going to do is just peel the eggplant. What I love is that burning and grilling gives you this incredibly tender inner flesh of the eggplant, and it takes on this smokiness, which is like an invisible seasoning. And this is the way you turn amazing veggies like this into something truly special. Also, it's quite nice to be asked to burn something officially instead of by mistake. And can you see how pearly white that is on the inside? And this is why some people call it caviar, because it starts to look, the seeds look like caviar. And then what we can do is season this up from a height with salt, olive oil, a little bit of lemon juice. Take some herbs, put some here like this. Then you can take a little bit of tahini, sauce made from ground sesame seeds. And then I'm just going to move this around all seasoned up nice. And you can chop it up, you can pull it apart, or keep it in nice hunks like that. Look how beautiful that looks. Oh. By keeping it in these kind of lobes, we're not trying to pretend that it's meat, but we're kind of giving it a meaty, succulent, silky texture. Look at those colours, come on. A little bit more herbs. So that's the first part, but there's more. We're now gonna come over here. So have a look inside, and you can see now that these tomatoes have just given. They're just soft and beautiful, and they've picked up nice colour. And that, my friends, is perfection right there. So now we're gonna go back to traditional barbecue, direct grilling, right? I wanna get that screeching hot. Let's get the lid down. We'll do some beautiful flatbreads. What I'm gonna do now is just take these tomatoes and just use a little fork to take them off the vine, but then grab a spoon. This is the good stuff right here. And the hot and the cold is a thing of joy. And then we've got the barbecue back up to grilling temperature, screaming hot. We've got these fantastic little flatbreads that you get them crispy on one side and fluffy on the other. But if you want to turn it, you can do that as well. Back down with the lid. Happy days. Should we have a look? Look at that, beautiful. We're ready to go now, let's serve it up. Whoa. Hot flatbreads, what a joy. Look at that. This is my eggplant salad, cooked on the Weber Spirit. So we got the flatbreads. Now what's really nice is just bejewel this with those pomegranate capsules. The sweetness, the acidity. We'll take and just sprinkle the lovely pistachios. And of course, the whole point of this is that we kind of tear into here. And when you get into here, you know, you can make little pockets if you want, little pouches, get in there, or you can just rip it off and literally mop it up. Full of color, full of texture, really lovely, healthy food, you know, cooked on the Weber Spirit. These things are so easy to fire up for midweek. Do you know what I mean? And it doesn't have to be just the sausages and the burgers and the kebabs, which we love. You know, you can do beautiful things with veggies as well. So let's get in there. Come on. Mmm. Wow. Wow, utterly delicious. This flatbread is the perfect thing to mop it all up, get the juices and get it in there. And by roasting those vine tomatoes, they're not just delicious, they're incredible. They've given over their juices. It's mixed with the honey, outrageous flavors, incredible textures, and all made with a lot of love and care really quickly. And that's why the Weber Spirit is so, so good. Just whack it on, get it going, get cooking and enjoy. Happy days.